If you're a business owner in 2025 and you do not have a personal brand in development or already built successfully, that might be the biggest liability in your business for the rest of your career. If you think about brand, it's your reputation at scale. A lot of people I work with, CPAs, lawyers, consultants, people, real estate agents, they rely on referrals, and referrals are based on your reputation. If you have a poor reputation, you're gonna get 0 referrals. But if you have a great reputation, you can run your business off of clients sending you more clients. But building a brand online, building a YouTube channel, that's essentially building your reputation at scale and essentially building name recognition, like a Tony Robbins for motivational speaking, Warren Buffett for investing, Ryan Serhant for real estate. Whether you like these people or not, you know their name, you know they have credibility, and no matter what industry that you're in, moving forward, that's going to be the difference between the haves and the have-nots. If I look at all the clients I've worked with and I kind of take their whole subjective feedback and I kind of compile it into one answer for what makes this worth it, it's their highest quality leads, their highest quality clients, all either come from YouTube or another social media, but they've consumed hours and hours and hours of their content. It's like they met them and they had 100 cups of coffee with them before ever meeting them, right? It's like somebody watching 100 hours of my video on YouTube. They might be like, oh my gosh, Alex, like I'm so excited to speak with you. And I'm like, hey, Jessica, yeah, I'm excited to speak with you as well. I'm just meeting you, but it feels like we already know each other because there's that familiarity, there's the reputation that's already built up and the credibility leading into the call, right? Going back to Warren Buffett, if he told you, invest your life savings into this stock, I personally guarantee it, I bet 90% of people watching this video, they would take his advice and do just that. But if the guy at McDonald's behind the counter said, hey, I have a crypto coin for you, you should invest your life savings, I personally guarantee it, or even if it's a stock, it could be the same stock that Warren Buffett recommends, but it's the messenger. And I didn't make up the messenger effect. I'm not taking it as my own, but the messenger effect is very true. It's not just about what you're saying or how you're saying it, it's who's saying it. If I'm an 18-year-old kid and I'm telling you to, build a brand and it's going to be so successful, you might take a little bit of it to heart. But if I'm saying, hey, I've been doing this for almost 10 years, I have all these clients, you can go to my website, I have track record and case study after case study, that hits home even more. And so building a brand is about taking your name, taking your message, sharing it with the masses so that people of all generations, of all ages, at least know of you, whether they like you or not. And this is something from whether it's the UFC or even wrestling, pro wrestling. You want people to either love you, hate you, but if they're indifferent, you're out of business. And if you apply that to your business, you don't want people necessarily hating you. There's a certain ratio that makes sense, but in not speaking about politics, if you think about the biggest names in politics, they have a brand. You know what they stand for, whether you hate it or you love it, you know what they stand for. So in your business, think about how many videos have I made? What blogs have I done? A lot of people tell me, Alex, I'm not a speaker. Like, I don't want to be on camera. I'm embarrassed, or it's just not who I am. But they may be a great writer. They can go on Twitter. They can go on Facebook. They can write blogs. So you have to think about what's the most effective medium for you to spread your message, to share what you can do for people. And I've never had someone do that for a long period of time consistently and regret it. It works. It's simple. It doesn't cost money. I'm holding my iPhone here. And yes, I have a good background, but I've also done videos where, this is the background. It's just a blank wall. So you don't need a fancy setup. You don't need a production crew. I have clients of mine doing, millions and millions and millions of views with their iPhone, nothing fancy, no fancy lighting even, and they're making an impact, they're spreading their message, but they're building their brand. So if you have a business, any business, building your personal brand only has upside, there's no downside to it, but you have to start and stay consistent. A lot of people tell me, Alex, but I've done YouTube, I've done Facebook, I've done Instagram. It doesn't work for me. It's not for me. And I say, how many videos did you post? and they say, oh, I posted 5 videos and it's just not for me. Of course, if you play golf 5 times, you're probably gonna suck still, right? Like you're just figuring out, how do I hold the club? Where do I aim? Is the water okay? Like you don't know what you're doing 5 rounds into golf, so don't expect to be comfortable. Expect to be uncomfortable. Maybe after 100 videos, you're gonna be more comfortable. Maybe after 1,000, you're gonna be very comfortable. Even me, I've done maybe 2,000 videos at this point, and even now, sometimes I'm like, I don't wanna look at this little dot. Like, I'm exhausted. I don't wanna do this, right? So bottom line, if you have a business, start building your personal brand. It's the best investment you can make. I can tell you where I'm at, this view in terms of my clients and what I'm doing. Everything has been built through my personal brand, putting myself out there, being uncomfortable. And I'm just saying from my experience, it's benefited my life unlike any other marketing tactic, sales tactic, anything else I've done. So I'd highly recommend it. Just start today, stay consistent, and I believe you'll be happy with the results. Thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe to this video. Have a great day.